Hello, I'm Peter and this is the Scottish Flute channel, the channel for all things traditional flute and whistle playing in Scotland. Now, off the back of the Edinburgh Flute Fling, I was able to spend a day with Hamish Napier up in Grantown on Spey and joined him when he was teaching a workshop for a party of French flute players, traditional flute players, who were over for the week to study with Hamish. And it was a fantastic day, and I was able to join them in Kincraig for the Storylands Session meeting, where they gave a couple of performances, and that's what we have on the video today. So 2 sets by this French group. I don't think they have a name as such, but I'll let them introduce themselves in the video. Okay, I hope you enjoy this. They're playing some French tunes and some Scottish tunes. So sit back, relax, and remember to like, leave a comment, and subscribe. Or is that subscribe, like, and leave a comment? Yes, subscribe, like, and leave a comment. See you next time. Bye for now.
Let me introduce to you the professor of the group. This is Nicolas, and he is going to introduce and explain.
Thank you, Hamish. So, hello everybody. Yeah, we're so happy to be there with you for joining this evening at Storylands Sessions. So, as you know, we're coming from France, from Saint-Omer. It's a town up north in France, near the Belgium, okay? And yes, I've written my speech. And yes, we're spending an amazing week in Scotland with Hamish to practice and learn more about Scottish folk music. So thank you so much, Hamish, for this fantastic week in very good company, yes, and of course thank you so much for this amazing weather.
And when they leave, ladies and gentlemen, on Sunday afternoon, the weather is to rain. So, can you just stay? Can you just stay about walking?
I think we have flights. So we're going to first play a set of Scottish, that's French dance. Scottish, yes. A very well-known and popular dance that is opening the evening dance parties in France. So the name Scottish is not related with the country of Scotland, even if it's played in several countries, like in Sweden, as a Scottish. Yes. So the first tune was composed by Michel Péchaz. He was a fiddler from the center of France in Auvergne. Where in Auvergne there is a very big tradition of fiddle music. And the second tune is Alfred le Chien, and this tune was composed by a friend, Jean-Jacques Révillon. He was living in North France, and he gave the name of his dog to this tune, so Alfred is his dog. So enjoy.
a tune called Shitnagai Caligari, and Seamus Grant, hopefully he'll be here tonight. If he's not here already, he can tell me he can sing this song, and it's actually a really great traditional local song, and it's the tune of the Hawks of Cromdale. I took them down to Cromdale the other day there, and I thought I would play them the tune, the Hawks of Cromdale, which is the river meadows of Cromdale, and I played it to him, and then Nicola said, "Oh no, we know this tune." And it's the same one. So we're going to play that. We'll play another tune called a Moulin Du, which is a black mill just over there near Lag and Leah Outdoor Centre. There's a place called the Moulin Du, the black mill, and that's where they used to make whiskey instead of bread. So the story goes, and then we'll finish with Stree Lodge. So here's 3 Scottish tunes, and then we'll all get our wonderful cakes. Here we go.